Hello there. I am Brad Fraser, and we're going to play some Final Fantasy 16. I think yesterday I finally convinced myself that I do want to finish this game. I was not sure before that point, but yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and finish this bad boy. We're nearly halfway done, as far as I can tell. So yeah, we should go do this.
Is it true what I'm hearing, Cid? You cracked another crystal?
We did. Is that good or not? We'll find out.
Oh, bother. Whatever am I to do now, Clive?
About what?
What's the problem?
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got a scrap of linen. Those
I get
clothes
linen.
rags are so threadbare. It's a wonder they don't fall to pieces. And we most certainly cannot have that. A certain amount of decorum must be maintained, even here at the Hideaway.
Indeed.
You wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes now, would you?
Obviously not.
Of course not. What can I do to help?
Oh, aren't you a dear? You see, I've paid for 2 bolts of cloth from the drapers in Northreach, blue and red.
Okay.
They don't deliver, not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so I'll need someone to take this receipt and collect them.
All right.
And you'd have this someone be me.
Yeah, sure.
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less than what I paid for. 1 bolt of blue and 1 of red. I expect them both.
Okay. I'll try not to get fobbed off. Hi, cat.
He said they'd give us 2 cloves. But we've no coin.
We'll work our way back to the infirmary.
And what can I do for you? Go on then.
Oh, nice. Platinum sold.
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here.
A potion strengthen Lionheart. Sounds good. $1,099. All right. What do I want to pump up here? Thunderstorm sounds nice. It's masted.
What do you need?
I need to use your forge.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Upgraded platinum sword. Sounds nice.
No scratches, right? My best work, but it'll do. You can thank me later. That it? Fine.
I like the platinum sword. Off limits, that means you. Alright then. Alright. What can I do you for, Nigel?
Sid, I know that when we came to the hideaway, we chose to let go of our past in order that we might focus on our future.
We did?
Nonetheless, I was wondering if... Well, I know you are from Rosaria, and I'm in need of someone with intimate knowledge of those lands. Apparently, the Duchy is home to all manner of curative herbs found nowhere else in the realm.
Alright.
Among them is a flower called a Morganbeard that increases the potency of lesser medicines.
Yes,
I can't
yes.
say that I've had much practice healing. My youth was spent in the Bailey.
A shame. You see, the hideaway relies heavily upon medicines procured from afar. And when those shipments are late, well, it's our sick who suffer. If we could find this flower and learn to grow it here, we might save many lives. However,
Alright.
as you are well aware, Imperial occupation has rendered the roads unsafe for those like me, untrained in the military arts.
Okay.
I'm not asking the busiest man in the hideaway to drop everything and make the journey for me, but
Why not?
if you happen to be in the Duchy on other business...
Sure. Tell me this Morganbeard.
Tell me of these Morganbeards, then.
But of course,
Kitty.
if my old tomes are to be believed, the flowers are bright yellow and as large as goblins' eyes. Oh, and they grow in the marshes of Sorrowwise. If I am to propagate them here in the backyard, I will require several samples, preferably of blooms which have already gone to seed.
Okay.
Before I forget, I do seem to recall learning in the course of my research that their odor has the tendency to attract unsavory creatures.
Of course.
Nothing you cannot handle, though, I'm sure.
Of course. Alright.
Let us know if you find any rotten planks. I'll see about replacing them.
It's about time.
Moogle, moogle, moog. Alright, so we have Belphegor, the Broken Hilt in Rosaria. We have Sekret, Minotaur, and Gold Chiefs of Rosaria. And we have Severin, Lutheran Breed of Echo, recently awakened amidst the fallen ruins near Martha's Rest. So these are all in Rosaria. Alright. I'll get around to them when I feel like it.
Oh man, and Dalamor mentioned that Kupka's guard helps.
The calm before the storm. And how may I assist you today?
Tell me to
How
stay
may
with
I
the realm.
help you today? Here's the latest information I have.
Alright. Allied with Shiva's dominant. Good friends with him. Shiva's dominant fought High Priest Emerian in that kingdom. Empress and the Holy Emperor made the Holy Prince. Titan's dominant. He's talked with her. Okay. In a voice, one step closer to freedom. Cal Zealot. Master could not hope for a finer hound. Pray she made it out alive. He's out there somewhere. So I don't know what he really is. Madness drives her and will end it. Hasn't changed a bit. Keep fighting a good fight.
Here you are.
Okay, climb the fall of Drake's Reach. Retreat to Ironhome. The Iron Crusade has retreated to Ironhome.
Thus
That's where we
ends
are right
today's
now.
lesson.
What else needs doing? Seems nothing else. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and visit the infirmary just to make sure she's okay, because I feel like this is about to be
I've done what I can,
bad.
but the rest is up to you. You need to start taking better care of yourself.
Good luck with that. Oh, look. She needs to put a shirt on.
And thank you.
The curse has spread. Make sure she rests.
If it hurts, you can tell me, I'll understand.
I can bear it.
But you shouldn't have to.
Right.
Not anymore.
This isn't just your struggle, Clive. It's ours. And when we see how hard you fight, it inspires us to do the same. Or would you rather we left you to save the world all on your own?
No. That's not... Ignore me.
Clive, where are you?
Right here, trying to kiss a girl. What's up? Does nobody knock at this infirmary? He walks in and her with her shirt off. This guy barges in.
What's wrong?
Rosaria's under attack.
Of course it is.
What?
This isn't the Dhalmekian army we're talking about. It's the men of the Rock from Drake's Fang. Hugo Kupka's private guard.
He's gonna do that atrocity
They're
thing he
raising
keeps
hell
doing.
in Rosalith, trying to batter down the castle gates.
Looking for me.
Seems that way. Reckon old Hugo has finally worked out who Sid really is.
Then this is just another trap.
Yep.
It's a trap, all right. The daddy of all fucking traps.
I'm going to Rosalith.
You're not serious. That's exactly what he wants you to do, Clive.
Look, I don't know why Kupka harbors such a grudge against Sid. But as long as it's left to fester, our world will never know peace. He has dragged the rest of Storm into this pointless war just to find me. Besides which, I'm not about to stand and watch while my home gets ground into the dirt. Hugo Kupka must die.
I've lost enough friends to that man already. I don't want to lose any more.
Yeah, Titan
Let's
Smash
go
seems like a problem.
and kill the bastard.
Good luck.
I'm coming too. After all, we're in this together.
All right.
He's promising me you won't get stoned anymore.
I should probably speak to Otto before leaving. We need to know what we're getting ourselves into.
They said they'd give us new clothes.
We must be ready to leave for Rosalith.
What's up, Otto?
Gov gave you the news then.
We're leaving for Rosalith. But not before I know exactly what's going on. What have we heard?
All sorts. Nobody was expecting the Dalmex to open up a new front against the Empire, least of all our friends in the provinces. Reports have been rolling in from all over the place, with no two saying the same thing. I've been passing them on to Vivian, in the hope she can make sense of them. If you're set on going, you'll want to talk to her.
Alright.
Understood.
What's up, Vivian?
If it isn't my favorite pupil.
It isn't?
Let's see now. Where did we leave? Well, this is a surprise. My lectures are rarely so well attended.
You know what they say? A little knowledge, can't hurt?
Is that what they say?
We're going to Rosalith to deal with Kupka. What's the situation there?
Whoa there, Lord Rossfield. I'm sure you're champing at the bit to return to your roost. But to fully understand the present situation, one must first understand how it came to be.
Let us begin with the story of Hugo Kupka,
Or the permanent economic advisor to the Dalmekian government, to give him his formal title. In a republic founded on commerce, there could hardly be a more influential position. It has granted him both extraordinary wealth and extraordinary power. Not that he ever wanted for the latter. Being Titan's dominant, he is also Dalmekia's last line of defense, a fact he has used to his considerable advantage. Why, he was even able to pry Drake's Fang, one of the pillars of the Republic, from Parliament's grip. And he was quick to buy the loyalty of the Fang's protectors. Today they are his faithful creatures, a private army in all but name. The self-same army that marches upon Rosarian soil as we speak. By which I mean Imperial soil, not that you need reminding of the fact. Suffice it to say, the Empire's attentions are elsewhere at present, deadlocked as it is with Dalmekia over its occupation of the Crystalline Dominion, where its legions are now gathered. Scarcely a handful of garrisons remain to secure its western provinces, and half of them left after the fall of Drake's Breath. With the threat of the Ironblood thus diminished, they had little cause to fear a maritime invasion.
Right.
And so today, only a token force guards the former duchy's shores, as Kupka was quick to descry. He landed his troops on the Rosarian coast without encountering so much as a single ship. All for you, Clive. He wants your head. And so he and his men advance upon Rosalith, not to capture the province, but to draw you out.
Seems like a very effective trap.
You said Kupka's forces sailed up the coast. What of Port Isolde, then? Is the city safe?
Quite, according to the Guardians of the Flame. The Dhalmekian fleet floated by without incident. But not without remark. When they learned Kupka's forces were making for Rosalith, our friends were quick to begin arranging the exodus of her citizens. And so the stage will soon be set for your heroic homecoming. Alas, it will be a more trying task to enter the capital than it was to leave it. Hugo's men hold Buet Bridge, despite the Imperials' repeated attempts to wrest it back from their grasp. And they were careful not to repeat the Empire's mistake in neglecting their coastal defenses. The seas around Rosalith are firmly under Dhalmekian control. So tell me, pupil mine, what do you believe to be the best route to Rosalith?
Overland, clearly.
We cross the northern border near Phoenix Gate, then take the road through Stillwind down to the capital. Hardly the quickest route, but at least we won't be spotted.
A little local knowledge goes a long way, and so must you.
We'd best get a move on then.
Oh, will you be going too?
Aye. I've been waiting a long time to give that fucker a taste of his own medicine. I would have missed this for the world.
All right. We should be on our way.
Lead on.
Alright, going to gather our supplies and make sure we're good to go, and then we'll continue with the story.
Nice and chill.
Look at this place. We spend half of it.
Let's hope the Draper has Hortense's cloth.
Might I interest you in some swansdown? Perhaps some seersucker? Or herringbone?
Just the stuff I ordered, please.
2 bolts. Already paid for in full.
Handwritten receipt. Proof of purchase of 2 bolts of linen, 1 blue, 1 red, from the clothier in Northreach.
Apologies, my lord, but your items aren't here. They were due to arrive on a caravan from Bucklad, but there's been little traffic on the road these past few days. My mother thinks it might be bandits, but she always thinks it's bandits.
It usually is. So I assume the caravan will be coming from the south.
Yes, hopefully carrying all manner of spice and sundries. Wait, you aren't thinking of...
Oh, yeah.
Going to find it. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Exactly.
Oh, well then, be safe.
Come, Chocobro.
Let's go.
This Chocobo really isn't moving nearly as fast as it looks like it should be moving. Like, she's going way fast. Don't know why my Chocobo is so slow. She's moving at the proper speed, but for some reason I'm not.
A menace.
She meant nothing by it, I swear.
What's the problem?
Who's gonna buy my wares now? State your animals left them in.
But they hardly damage us all.
Is there something wrong?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. And all thanks to this fool.
But it was you who stepped into my path.
Only after that featherbrain trampled me. I demand recompense, be it in coin or the items you carry. Refuse, and I shall report you to the garrison and see you hanged.
These goods are expected in Northreach. I mean, they're not mine to give away.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Bocklad, would you?
I am, but, did someone from the market send you? Please, you have to help me. I can pay whatever you ask.
So the fool has protection. And coin, too. Sorry, friend, but we'll be the ones taking it. Oi! Killer! It's time to collect!
I told you not to call me that. And we'd have already collected if you hadn't insisted we'd put on this little act.
Bandits!
As I told one of your customers, it usually is. Let's get this over with.
I'll deal with the bird lover. You take the handsome one, killer.
Stop calling me that. Too slow.
Hello, well. Oh, so you guys were saying?
All right. You made your point. Killer my ass.
We're just gonna let that guy go? I guess we are.
No, thankfully. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work for him, and he would have succeeded had the Great Lender not sent you. My shipment is safe, and my livelihood with it. You must allow me to reward you.
We can speak of that once you're safe in Northreach. I'll accompany you there.
Quite. And we skip ahead so we don't have to do that whole thing, which is fine with me.
So, you and my mother were right. It is always bandits.
And were it not for the kindness of our free sword here, you'd be buying your order back from them at twice the price. Now, if you don't mind, I have a pressing appointment at the Vale before my return to Bocklad. Farewell.
Oh, I almost forgot. I suppose you'd be wanting your linen.
I suppose so.
You'll be happy to know both bolts arrived safely along with the rest of the delivery. I've also added a few extra lengths of our finest fabrics to the bundle.
Thanks.
Free of charge.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist. It's the least we can do for the man who saved our shipment.
That's that done then. Now it's back to Hortense with her cloth.
Alright. There you go, Hortense.
Clive, sorry again for sending you all that way. But you did get my order, didn't you?
Oh, I did.
Don't worry. I have it. I believe this will more than satisfy your needs.
Bundle of cloth, 2 bolts of the finest desert linen, one dyed bright crimson, the other deep indigo, ordered from Hortense for use to tailor dresses. As thanks for securing the delivery, the clothier added some scraps of silk, velvet, and embroidery to the bundle.
Let's see here. 1 bolt of red, 1 bolt of blue. What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk or velvet, or... Is this gold work? Krieger's ghost.
You're welcome.
If that devilit of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. They were a gift. For services rendered. I can always return them if you like.
Oh, no. Oh, there's no need to be hasty now, Clive. I'm sure I can put all 3 to good use. Speaking of which one's most to your liking?
I don't know.
Black embroidered linen, white continental silk, and lush red velvet. I would say white continental silk.
This one?
Sure.
I suppose.
I've a mind to give a piece to Jill. Did you know
Excellent.
she's quite a little seamstress?
Marvellous.
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons at the castle.
Her lessons? Oh, that's right. The 2 of you were raised together in Rosalith, weren't you?
Not quite together, but... When my father put down the uprising in the Northern Territories, Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her father, the Silvermane, would keep the peace.
She's an honest-to-goodness princess then, isn't she?
She is.
I could tell, you know. Some people just have that air about them. Not many round here, mind. I'd offered to sew her something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's better used on the children.
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
Oh, sometimes I think she never takes it off.
Well, perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way, I'm sure she won't turn it down.
We'll see, I suppose.
Quest complete. Cut from the cloth.
Lady Hortense said she'd give us our dresses.
Head back this way. What's up, Vivian?
My favorite pupil. Allow me to educate you. Here's the latest information I have.
Well, this looks the same.
Study it well, Clive.
Okay, so Clive is going to the defense of Rosalith. Keeping hideaway, Clive receives the news that Hugo Kupka and his minions have invaded Rosaria. Though he knows that the invasion is not but a trap designed to lure him out, he resolves to journey to Rosalith and put an end to the evil schemes of the long-standing foe once and for all. Invasion of Rosalith. Redeployment of the Crystalline Dominion. Imperial armies coming back to the Holy Empire of Sambrique. Imperial army facing off the Men of the Fist and the Crystalline Dominion as the siege of the Crystalline Dominion continues.
Very good.
Let's head to Martha's Rest. Let's see if we can get to the root of the problem. Hello, fine fellow.
What are you after? Much obliged. Thanks very much. There you go.
Just sell the coral
Is
sword.
that everything?
And the Metean Cross.
Wanted one of
And the
those.
goldwork sash.
A fair trade.
Steel crowns
Is that
+2.
everything?
And the demon
A fair
tamer's
trade.
armaments. What else? Empty shard.
Wanted one of those.
Goblin
Is that
coin.
everything?
And some black
Wanted
blood.
one of those.
Scarlet used in crafting.
Thanks very much.
Alright, we've bought pretty much all of the music from this
Those of
area.
us who are still here have to look after each other.
It'll take ages to tidy all this stuff up.
Search Central Rosaria for Morganbeards. And a general idea where they are, since I used to live there.
All right, Sid.
Come on.
Let's go, bud. We're getting out of here.
Time to fight.
No, it's not. Time to run.
Marshes near the Abbey are certainly damp. Let's see if they're damp enough for Morganbeards. Size of a goblin's eye. Not this goblin. Certainly wasn't wrong about them being attracted to the flowers,
Gather some Morganbeard.
Bright yellow. These are our Morganbeards, all right. Well, I've gone to this much trouble. Might as
Okay, we got 2 out of 3.
It reminds me of home. Hopefully this will be enough. I've had my fill of goblins.
Head back to town. There you go.
It is rare that we see you so often in the backyard, Sid. What brings you to the gardens?
Morganbeard, as ordered. Rare flora of unfortunate honor of being named for the water spirits that are believed to haunt the swamps of the Eastern Storm, trapped hapless wanderers in the morass, where they might sup in the hope of their hearts. Infusions viewed from the flower's petals, by contrast, are quite tasty, and known to cure all manner of ailments.
I found your flowers.
They smell lovely.
Yes, wonderful. These are almost identical to the plates in my tome.
Excellent.
Did you have any trouble locating them?
Not really.
Finding them was the easy part, but it's odd. They remind me of my childhood somehow. I don't remember these flowers specifically, but we must have grown them in the castle garden. If the petals are meant to improve the effectiveness of medicines, it's possible that the court physicers grew them for the tinctures and treatments they made my brother.
If the ducal healers were convinced of their properties, that is all the more reason to begin growing our own supply here.
Right.
Oh, allow me to use some of the flowers you brought me to make something that might aid you on your travels.
Awesome.
Need only a moment to extract the essence from the petals.
All right.
And here we are. A phial of pure Morganbeard extract. A single drop added to any one of your restoratives will increase its potency. At least I hope it will.
Hopefully. Morganbeard extract, curiosity. Adding but a drop of the concentrated extract to any curative or performance-enhancing potion will increase its potency, and so insists Nigel of the Backyard. And then there's Black Blood, which can be traded for Gil. Consumable potency enhanced. We've obtained a phial of Morganbeard extract, hereby increasing the potency of most consumables. Both potions and high potions now restore more HP, while strength, stone skin, and lion star tonics last longer. Alright.
Let's see about planting those seeds.
Let us know if you find any rotten planks. I'll see about replacing them.
So today I'm planning to stream until 11 this morning, and at that point I will switch over to grab lunch, and I also have the phone call I need to make, and then we can continue in the afternoon. I need to go to the orchestrion. Before I do, I'll talk to this lady.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
What's up, Desiree? No, not enough, Alright.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
We must be ready to leave for Rosalith at a moment's notice.
You give that rotten sod exactly what he deserves. Hunting down bearers.
Take care, Clive. And what can I do for you? Go on, then. And be thankful you got that much. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Clive? What do you want?
Oh, you know, this, that, the other. Some electrum. And some gelatinous mass. Neither which do I have.
That it? Fine.
Indeed.
Blackthorn could fix it, certainly.
fortify the castle gates at once. Hugo and his men have been busy. They've already breached the castle's outer wall. The Imperials are holding the ground for now, but it's only a matter of time before the keep falls. Those fuckers really went to town on this place. Almost like they want to wipe it off the map.
Just a means to an end.
All this for one man? They didn't have to go so far.
If you keep your wits about you, I reckon you can make it up to the castle without raising the alarm.
Probably.
I'll sniff out any townsfolk who haven't escaped yet and send them on their way.
Be careful.
Likewise. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
I thought I was ready for this, but...
I know. It's like a nightmare. This was our home. Come on, Clive. We have to keep going.
Capital punishment.
This isn't an invasion. It's a massacre.
He'll stop at nothing, Clive. Nothing.
Why do this?
Clive.
He wants to take you off.
Through here.
Protect. Some opponents will cast protect spells to raise a defensive barrier around their allies and shield them from melee attacks. While engaging protected targets, identified by the icon above their heads, avoid using your sword and instead employ magic to quickly and efficiently dispel barriers.
It's murderous! There's only one fitting punishment.
Ability finish. Up the ladder we go.
I yield!
Hey guys.
Look what we have here.
Gentlemen!
Won't escape.
Out of our way!
Just need to find whatever direction we didn't come from, and that's the way we need to go.
Get out of my city, or die!
We're nearly at the castle. It ends there.
One way or another. Well, lightning pile drive. We buttered up. Sup?
Set her loose.
Another kitty?
They have
Another
a girl.
kitty. Hey, look, it's a girl with a girl. Haha.
Attack!
Ready?
What do you think?
Building up to something.
We need to stop it. Whatever it takes. It's down.
Then let's make this count.
Got him. Alright then. Curl whisker used in crafting. Surprisingly, dissection of the curl's whisker shows it to be composed almost entirely of metal. While this would go some way to explain why the curls can channel lightning, it raises the question of how the metal got there in the first place.
Jill!
We meet at last, Cid. Or should I say, Lord Rosfield? I've been looking for you for a very long time.
Let her go, Kupka.
I'm so glad you accepted my invitation. I went to some trouble with the decorations. Do you like what I've done with the place?
Not really, no.
Bastard.
Such a pity your predecessor couldn't join us. But I am sure you will prove compelling company. Be still, little snowflake. I would not have you melt before your starring moment.
Fuck.
Just let this happen because. Now they're gonna torture us to death. Yes, us not fighting definitely was the right move. How did he sneak up on her? So many questions here.
That's just great, that is.
Agreed.
I suppose it's up to me then. Headsman!
But that guy's got a saunter, doesn't he?
You! Bring the prisoner!
He's like, hello, ladies. Saunter on in. Guess what? I'm about to behead this guy.
Yes, no more than she deserves for getting into bed with an outlaw.
We should get into mine.
Lord Kupka commands your presence.
Does he?
You're to bear witness to the girl's execution.
Such a waste.
Gav! Shh.
Crystal fetters are a bastard to open, just so you know. Don't worry, I'll have them off before you can blink.
Where's Jill?
In the courtyard.
Shit. We have to hurry.
The Imperials have sounded the retreat and cleared out of the castle, but the place is still swarming with Kupka's men.
Leave them to me.
I'll make my way up top and circle round the back. Quick as you like, eh? Nearly forgot.
Hold on, Jill. I'm coming.
Some more death flags for Jill. We'll see how that goes. Let me use the restroom. Be right back. There we go. That was the right button. I was like, wait, I hit the wrong button. All right, 11:25. Good old couch. No, I think we're good. And we'll rescue Jill.
Courtyard.
Indeed. If only there was some way to find out where that was. Which way is the right direction? I don't know.
Don't you let her die.
I hope you've got a plan, Clive, because we are fucked if you don't.
So many F words, so little time. Are we not gonna just attack? We can take all these guys. Like 100% of them. Why doesn't the dog ever do that?
Jill, can you stand?
Come, Lord Rosfield. Don't tell me you tire of my entertainment.
Enough!
Yes. Perhaps it is time we served the main repast. I trust you are hungry!
Need this?
Much obliged.
What happened to my
Stay
papa?
close.
Is the puppy okay?
And Toggle, thank you.
Care to explain what the fuck your dog just did?
Later, everyone. With me. That includes you, Toggle. Too slow. Jill, can you still fight?
I can try.
Hey, you remember your girlfriend, right? This is her powers. I took these from her. You're totally okay with that, aren't you? And down you go. That's not the main repast, though, the guy says.
Are you?
The guy needs to turn into a mountain.
Excellent. Then Lord Kupka's reward shall be ours.
Good luck, friend.
I thought bad news always came in threes.
Let them come. I needed that. Nice try.
Down you go. We're right, Steel Silk and the Bloody Hide. Put this over here.
It's over.
For now. But I bet that wasn't the last of them. And they won't stop hunting us until Kupka's dead. So you get in there and finish the job, eh?
Go on. If they come again, we'll hold them back.
All right. But be careful.
I wonder what kind of stuff we're going to get from Titan.
I promise you, Sid. You'll die by my hand.
A little annoying how I'll hit the button too early and it's like, nah, you didn't actually hit the button.
You're late. Trouble on the way.
Just enjoying your entertainment.
How gratifying. Have you come to defend your father's throne, Lord Rosfield? The Grand Duchy of Rosaria. A realm without a ruler, an army, even a people. A veritable kingdom of dust. Truly, I see no throne to defend.
No!
Dude, this has been gone for like 13 years. Why are you acting like it's... Whatever.
Enough of your games, Kupka. Just tell me what you want.
Sid's head in a box.
So what this story's missing is the distance.
When I learned that he met his end at the hand of another. and my relief to learn that you had taken up his thrice damned name. Your master slew Benedicta Harmon and defiled her body. If you choose to bear that murderer's name, then you shall answer for his crimes.
The only crimes I shall answer for are my own. Cid did everything in his power to save that woman, though she was long past saving. And so I did what he couldn't. It was me all along, Hugo.
It was...
Come and get me.
You...
Come and get me. Come and get me. Come on. What are you going to do? You're already committing atrocities in my homeland. You've already destroyed my father's throne. You can't get me any worse. Yeah, come get me. Right here.
I did.
Come on, get big. Come on, let's fight.
Then I am fortunate indeed.
Man, you're really taking your time.
The most I could wish for was to take the life of one he loved, just as he did to me.
Come on, hurry it up.
But it seems I was wrong. And I shall have my revenge.
You ready? Ready to finally fight?
We shared a dream. I would be the king of the world. She would be my queen. And together, we would rule like the gods we are.
Uh-huh.
But you crushed that dream, ground it into dust.
Mm-hmm.
Hear me, Rosefield!
I'm sorry, I can't.
For what you've done, I'll tear you apart with my blood!
What else do you think you're gonna do, man? You're already, like, destroying my kingdom, broke my father's crown and throne, right?
How many dreams have you
Seriously.
crushed?
What else do you think you're gonna do?
You're not the only one who's seen their world fall apart around them. You'll get no pity from me, Kuka.
Right?
No pity. And no mercy. Now die!
It is time you learned what becomes of those who dare to cross me.
I'll kill you! Let's try. Too slow. Let's try. Let's try.
Hey there. What's up, RP Jimmy? How are you doing?
Let's try.
Figure I'd check you out a bit. I appreciate it. Hang out as long as you'd like. Final Fantasy 16 is definitely a slow burn, but I'm definitely getting into it.
You will die by my hand, Frostfield. My hatred for you is unending. Unreal thing. Let this palace be your grave.
What? Oh, shit.
For a dodge. I don't think my health is where I want it to be at this point in the fight. Maybe we're okay? Maybe? Maybe? There's any criticism for it, but I think overall it was okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it a lot more at this point in the story than at the beginning.
The world has chosen.
Chosen what?
I am in my element.
Ah, okay. Got it.
Always be my domain.
Yeah, just not feeling good right now. Feeling a little concerned. Has a concern. Okay. Headset disconnected. Why? What's wrong with my headset? I have no idea what happened with my headset right there, but, huh. For some reason, I'm not getting sound. What is going on?
Just like your forefathers.
I don't hear anything. Okay, I gotta figure out what's going on with my headset right now. Sorry, just a second. Okay. All right. Well, something's working. But why do I not hear? Well, you can hear me, because I can hear me over there, but for some reason, the sound is not playing over my headset. Let's turn it off and on again, see what that does. We're back. Okay, now it's working. No, brand new. Wasn't working for some reason, but it's working now, so I guess we're good. Something. Ah, there we go. That's what I needed. Oh man, have you done? Big RPG fan, hence the name. Awesome. On stream I have done Final Fantasy 12 twice. Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 15. I believe I've done 10, I've done 7, 7 Rebirth, 7 Remake. Done 8 at one point. Lots and lots of Final Fantasies. I'm also a big fan of RPGs. Ooh. Even though it's not in the name. I like especially JRPGs that I can do voices for. Because voices are something I like to do for fun. Sure. I've done Final Fantasy 12 twice. I've done Final Fantasy 14 rather recently. Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Eek. And Remake. The original Final Fantasy twice. Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 7 twice. Do voices too, although I'm not good at it. You know, good at it is always relative. I'm good at voices on occasion, but not ever. Never done 12 or 14. 14, I do not like MMORPGs. Like that was like one thing I said I was never going to do was 14 because I despise MMORPGs. And 14 was so much better than I was expecting it to be. Really enjoyed it quite a lot. Done 10, I've done 10-2. Oh my goodness, I've done 7, I've done 8. So many Final Fantasies. Because again, I really like JRPGs because they give me an opportunity to do verses. And you know, if you're going to do a JRPG, Final Fantasy is the one you want to do, usually. Alright, Clyde. More Final Fantasy Final Fantasy games on stream. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy's great. Good stuff. I wish I could do more Persona games on stream, but I normally stream on the PlayStation 5, and unfortunately, the PlayStation 5 has blocked a lot of the Persona games. Dragon Quest and Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is fantastic. I haven't played Dragon Quest. That's going to be one of those things I need to do. Rebirth a few months ago. Yeah, Rebirth's great. Rebirth took a minute for me to like it. The traveling, I didn't care for the traveling methods on Rebirth, but I mean it's Final Fantasy VII, and it's basically Final Fantasy VII just better. And I thoroughly enjoyed that. I just totally took that in the face. I should probably pay attention to what I'm doing. Got him. Hugo Kupka defeated. He didn't even get like giant, like mountain-sized. Come on, man. Earth Shard used in crafting. Power of Icon Titan made manifest. This crystal is as heavy as marble and can be heard to emit a soft hum when held to the ear. Yeah, Rebirth, I really enjoyed Rebirth's end a lot more than the beginning of it. Of course, I love Final Fantasy VII, so I'm going to like that. Voice acting of that is terrific, just like in this game. I went straight from Rebirth to this, which is part of the reason why I didn't care for the beginning of this game, because you know the end of Rebirth is so good. Won that time, so maybe that's the key. Talk to me while you fight boss battles. That's it. Yes, I just need to fight while talking to people. That's the way to win. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Oh, did I just take... Oh. Bro. Are we going to take his Titan powers now? Seems like a smart move at this point. Before he turns into a mountain. Kills, you know, thousands of people like he always does. No, we're just going to let him. I guess when I leave, you have to chat with him. Thank you. Yeah. Appreciate that. I appreciate conversation in general. Dude, I think that would hurt. At least he stopped bleeding. Why? I don't know. He just did. He's now going to Hulk out. He didn't before, but now he will. You know, going to someone's chat, I try to actually talk and have a combo. I appreciate it.
There. You mustn't get yourself worked up.
Mysterious man?
Wait!
Another time, Mythos.
Oh, is this Joshua who's been totally taken over by Ultima? Is that what's happening here? All right. So we didn't take his powers, and we didn't really beat him, and we didn't kill him. So why did we come over here? I guess to make our dog turn blue.
I think so.
So is Torkel okay?
Deluded scum. Who the fuck invited them?
Fair enough.
Not that that's the biggest surprise we've had today. Where did you learn to do that, Torgal?
That's a fair question, Gav. I assumed that the dog had like berserked because they had that thing where creatures turn blue and then they've lost their minds.
Right, sorry.
Hey, man, what's up? Cool.
You missed one.
We were worried.
So we've been getting death flags for Jill for like the last 3 missions. But she's fine. We fought Titan, but not really.
I was so close. If it hadn't been for my gift, I would have finished him.
Really?
I'm just glad you got out of there alive.
So that's why you didn't attack him at the end. All right.
When did the Royalists arrive?
Right after you went inside. Just when we thought we were shot of Titans lot. In pile Odins. Not enough of them to worry us, though.
No. You didn't see the one who took Kupka away.
So, what? You think they came here to save him?
I don't know why they would.
Well, I'll be fucked if I know what's going on, but every minute
Fair
we
enough.
spend racking our brains, that bastard's getting further away.
Right.
So what do we do?
We go back to the hideaway. I'm too tired to think. As are you, by the looks of it. And after what Jill's been through. Let's worry about Kupka later, shall we?
Aye. Alright. It'll give us a chance to solve the riddle of your magic mud, too.
Right. What's going on with that? So many mysteries. Maybe even too many mysteries. Whatever. Well, I'm sure it'll all be explained. I've been told that the end of this game is satisfying. We'll see. That much like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the end is better than the beginning. Hope springs eternal. Games you've been streaming, you only do one at a time. I try to do one at a time as much as I can. I have been doing Baldur's Gate 3 with the wife, but the wife, she doesn't have patience to just stick with a game the way I do. And usually, I basically I'm a seasonal streamer, and this is my off season. This is during school. I have a day job, and so I only get to stream whenever I have the opportunity. Today I was given the day off to vote, so I got that taken care of, and now I get to stream. But at the moment. We're just doing Final Fantasy 16. Try to do Persona 5, but then it wouldn't let me do Persona 5 Royal on PlayStation. And then after, so we'll probably go back to Baldur's Gate and just do that by myself, because wife is not patient with games. Tried to do it with her, but she was not interested. RPG tournament of Baldur's Gate 3 made the second round. Nice.
You're more of a wreck than this place. Is this what you call taking better care of yourself? No more excuses, your ladyship. I order you to rest.
Yeah, I'm not sure why she didn't rest that time, but then again, I'm not sure why we didn't kill Kupka, so.
I'll rest.
Don't worry, Gav. She's in good hands.
But we should have never let her fall into Hugo's.
Right.
Back when he had some like. The question is...
Poor Hugo.
Where
Womp
is he
womp.
now?
Should have never let her fall into her hands. Let her fall into his hands.
I was
Whatever.
wondering about that all the way home.
I just listen and stop talking.
Something. I'll talk to him.
And I'll talk to Torms.
The lawsman. About what?
About your faithful hound for a start. If any four-legged friend's ever done that before, I'm betting Torms will have read about it.
Would be nice.
But what I want to know is, what happens afterwards?
Yeah, is the dog fine?
Torgal saving our arses, but if it costs him what it cost Jill...
Right.
Right. Let me know if you learn anything.
Will do.
Got to make sure Doggo's going to be
You do the
okay.
same, eh?
He's the best boy, after all. So I was introduced to Torgal in Final Fantasy XIV and loved him immediately.
I will. Thank you.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 is one I'm excited to do. Again, I was going to do it with the wife, but yeah. She doesn't have the patience for the games. Power of Earth. Clive has claimed a portion of Titan's essence. Okay, cool. I don't know why, but awesome. Turning the Titan not only changes the elemental aspects of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities, such as Wind Up, a singular strike that increases potency when charged. Ability details are found in the Abilities tab in the main menu. Titan's Feet. Titan's iconic feat, Titan Block, can be used to fend off most incoming attacks. Use square immediately after perfectly timed precision block to initiate a devastating counter. Nice. Gotta get going. Prefer to stop by if you're interested in any of the RPGs I've done. Alright, fantastic. Thank you, RP Jimmy. I'll take a look at that. Have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Look forward to having a great rest of the stream. And we've added the Muddy Murder. Rumors spreading throughout the southern reaches of Rosaria, a pool of opalescent ooze that is beside the moors and meadows of the region, or resembles not but a puddle of strange sludge from distance. Any man or beast that draws too close is met with masses of slimy hands that drag their prey to a gaping, grinning maw. Is this what we want for our children? Certainly not. Alright. Just a minute. What is up, Cat? Alright. Well, I mean, A rank is a good sign. That implies we may be nearing the end of the game.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. All done?
For now.
Not all of the nobles made it out alive. Kupka and his men had their fun with...
Here for another of my lectures. Allow me to educate you.
Right.
Here's the latest information I have.
Helping Shiva's dominant. Plus with magic. Cursebreaker Scout Gav. Alright. Let's see what we got here.
Here you are.
Siege of Crystal Dominion going on there. Kingdom of Alud. I mentioned the invasion of Rosalith. Okay, let's see.
That ends today's lesson.
Nice. What's up, homie? Took 3 tries, but I eventually talked to Otto.
Is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
Oh, she's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the Cursebreakers and their other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
Nice.
All right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right,
Fiery
Clive.
youth.
Still busy saving the world.
Do I know this person?
Mid. When did you get back?
Oh, she doesn't look good.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvass in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right. You win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the Professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill?
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Bolts from the
Should you
blue.
be getting some rest?
How's that, Mid?
You took your time.
I went right here.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while.
Who was your dad?
Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause.
Who
But
was your
I know no
dad?
one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well. If Sid could see you now. All right? I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Time to get to work.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Whew.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her.
Stage replay. When accessing the Reet Stone, Clive can replay into the main scenario's major battle sequences. This mode can be used to revisit cutscenes, collect forgotten items, and earn experience and AP or retry missed achievements.
It's all right.
What's up, Karen?
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list.
Noxious vapors that spilled from the cracks around the certain door of Sidolphus Telemon's Deadland hideaway would sting the eyes and burn the nose of anyone who strayed too close. Combining every ingredient on this list would no doubt produce a similar result.
Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment...
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
I'm glad they answered the question before I asked it, which is, what has she done?
When it comes in.
Thank you, Karen.
You're a real Karen, you know that?
And what can I do for you? Go on, then. Is that all?
Blackthorn, you busy?
What's it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools.
Sketches and ineffable devices, seemingly drawn from the pages of a mad alchemist notebook, and a list of the equally exotic alloys from which such things are smithed.
Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship?
That'd be cool.
I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt.
Though she won't say anything.
That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
I'm gonna go talk to this guy, because I haven't really done anything with him. But first, go to the next thing on the orchestra. Alright, let me use the restroom, I'll be right back.
It's back from Canver, I hear.
I expect this place will be sprouting wings soon enough then.
Alright. I'll be buying just a little bit. Plug my phone in. Alright. I've got about 40 minutes left on my stream before I break for extended lunch. And then we'll continue.
Oh, Maeve knows how to brew a bitter, all right.
Alright.
Tom says he's looking for books about Torgal. I know.
How good it is to see you, Clive. I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Clive tells Hippocrates of his adventures.
There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've
Hideaway
been meaning to show you.
Highbrow. Holy Order of the Shields, of the Blackened Pinion, official name of the Order of Knights established in the Imperial Province of Rosaria, who persecute and purge bearers and those who shield them, commonly known as the Black Shields after the color of their armor, a hue seemingly chosen to differentiate this new elite order from the Silver-clad Dragoons. Unlike the heroic Dragoons, however, they are feared and loathed throughout the Imperial Province. Great Lost Gate, capital city of Harem, of the Iron Kingdom, located in the Boiling Sea and the island of Ironholm, several hundred leagues off the western coast of Rosaria. Its name means charred rock in the Haranari tongue. And the Drake's Eye, the mother crystal which stood in the frozen wastes of the northern storm, Lancelot lost to the Blight. Soon after the mother first fell, the tribes of the north, in a bit of desperation, marched south into the Rosaria. She was dominant, therefore. A terrible battle ensued, at which fire was pitted against ice, but eventually the Phoenix and the Ducal army succeeded in driving back the invaders. For a time.
What subject shall we consider today?
Mid-Telamon. Daughter of Cid and student of engineering at the University of Canberra. From a young age, Mid showed the same passion of invention as her father and an even greater aptitude. She is as well versed in the secrets of modern and fallen technology as any scholar of the twins, and means to put that knowledge to use in service of the Hideaway. Okay, Cid's daughter. Okay. Rosalith, former capital of the Duchy of Rosaria. When Hugo Kupka's forces invaded, the entire city was put to the torch and the magnificent castle sacked, causing many of the inhabitants to flee. The siege of Rosalith, the incident in which Hugo Kupka, hoping to gain his revenge for the death of Benedicta Harmon, attempted to draw out Cid, whom he now knew to be Clive Rosfield, from hiding from the attack of the capital of his former beloved homeland. The city became a battlefield, and amidst the death and destruction, many innocents lost their lives. Hugo Kupka, dominant of the Icon Titan, Warden of Earth, and learning the identity of one who slew his beloved Benedicta, he sends his forces to ransack Rosalith, capital city of Rosaria, and Clive's former home, in hopes of drawing him out. Clive takes up the offer and is able to best Kupka in battle, cutting off his hands in the process. But before Clive can deal the finishing blow, the helpless Hugo is spirited away by a mysterious man of Waloed. Imperial Province of Rosaria. Nation formerly known as the Grand Duchy of Rosaria, occupying the western reaches of the continent of Storm. In the fall of the Drake's Breath, life for the people of Rosaria grew steadily more difficult, and countless thousands are forced to seek refuge in and around the country's already overcrowded cities. Then, in 878, Hugo Kupka's forces invaded, piling another misery upon the downtrodden populace. But loosening the Empire's grip somewhat in the process. Torgal, Clive's faithful friend, who is fiercely protective of him and his allies. When Jill came close to death at the courtyard of Rosalith Castle, something awoke within him, transforming Torgal into something akin to an icon. Indeed. Persons of interest. Ambrosia, Clive's personal steed. After losing her master at Phoenix Gate, Ambrosia found a new flock and led them in defending honest merchants from beasts and bandits, earning herself the love of locals and the name Whiteheart. Indeed, it was one of the locals' insistence that she be defended in turn that led her to a happy reunion with Clive. Nectar, the Hideaway's resident Moogle, whom Cid found trapped between fallen ruins and brought back to his Dreadland home. While all the others hear its words as naught but a succession of adorable Koopa-like cries, Clive is somehow able to make sense of them, learning that the creature professes to be a mighty hero who would see the terrible fiends that plague the realm laid low, for which purpose he insists on drawing Clive's attention to the hunt board. Desiree, scribe and secretary of the Hideaway. Desiree is also entrusted with the keeping of all donations to the cause from Clive's allies and patrons. Though she could neither read nor write when first she came to the Hideaway, Desiree labored night and day to learn her letters, and now a quill is never far from her hand. Her ever cheerful demeanor is a bright light to those who make the homes atop the Blackwood Mare. Cole, second in command of the Cursebreakers, who assists with the coordination of the troops' bearer liberating activities under the supervision of his captain, Doris. Formerly a slave soldier of the Fist of the Republic before being freed and taken in by those he calls his brothers and sisters in arms. August, the veteran Cursebreaker, who often leads his own team of bearer-like liberating forays. He also shares his wisdom and experience with Cole, assembling new units and training new recruits. One of the Blackthorn's few close friends, he shares the Smith's fondness for a tankard or two. Indeed, being when August isn't on a mission, he most often found supping on ale and swapping a story with the Hideaway's tavern. You like the way I'm wearing my headphones? To keep my hair from hurting. It's hurting my hair on the top of my head. A young bearer who assisted in Baumul in his research into growing crops in the blighted soil of Cid's Hideaway. Alas, she was gravely wounded during Kupka's attack on the home. Though she was able to escape the wreckage with some of the saplings that were the fruit of the labor, she succumbed soon after. The trees were replanted in Clive's new hideaway, and the apples that bore named Bart Martell in her memory. Ivan, a freed Imperial bearer, after the wounds he suffered in his escape were healed, he began a new life in the hideaway, working in the kitchens. Through this, he encountered a cookbook entitled Balestia Culinary Pilgrimage, which inspired him a passion for making mincemeat of monsters, quite literally. Sir Wade. Loyal Street of Rosaria, though he was thought to have died during the attack on Phoenix Gate, he somehow survived, not only the disaster, but the Imperial conquest that followed. He and the other like-minded shields took up residence in the abandoned Lazarus and formed the Guardians of the Flame, brothers in arms who fought for the restoration of the Duchy. Whatever. Empress of the Holy Empire of Sambrique, formerly the Duchess of Rosaria, before she betrayed her nation and gifted it to the Empire. For a short while after the fall of the Duchy, she was taken into the protection of the Imperial Crown, a pretense that ended with her bargained remarriage to Emperor Silvestri, the birth of Prince Olivier, and her return to rule over Rosaria as a vicereine. Baron Rosfield, younger brother of the late Archduke Elwyn and Warden of Port Isolde. After the duchy was incorporated into the Empire and Byron stripped of his titles, he shut himself away in the manor and gladly volunteered every gill of his onerous taxes and tariffs, with which he was newly burdened, all to avoid drawing the Empire's ire, to keep their attentions from his support for the Guardians of the Flame. Rutherford, manservant of Lord Byron Rosfield, his daily duties touch all manner of running the Master's manor. whether it be the welcoming of guests, the preparation of meals, or the polishing of the intrepid nobleman's trophy collection. Okay, Olivier Lesage, second son of Emperor Silvestri of the Holy Empire of Sembrique, and third of Empress Annabella, making him half-brother to both Prince Dion and Clive. His mother had involved him in the affairs of the imperial court since he was a small child. High Priest Emrian, Patriarch of the Crystalline Orthodox, a zealous believer in the Orthodox's teachings that bearers and dominants are unclean creatures born of sin. He conducted a sacrificial slaughter of bearers, claiming that he was merely cleansing them of their corruption, slain by Jill Warwick in a return from the Iron Kingdom, in answer to not only the crimes he committed, but those that he forced her to commit in the name of his crusade. Yeah, that should sit a little bit better on my head. Marley, born of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria, Marley was kidnapped by the Iron Blood during their invasion 18 years before and taken back to the island of Drastanis, where she was forced to serve as a handmaid to the priests of Crystalline Orthodox. There she met the young Jill Warwick and took her under her wing, caring for the terrified child as if she were the mother that Jill never knew. Silverbane, chieftain of the Northern Territories and Jill Warwick's father. After his homeland's raids into Rosaria were finally quelled by the duchy, his daughter was taken as a ward of the Rosfeld family to ensure that he would never raise arms against them again. Lay of the land, Rosalith Castle. Situated at the heart of the ducal capital of Rosalith, this towering ivory fortress has been under Sembriquois command since 860. Though little remains for them to command, since much of the capital was destroyed in the siege set by Hugo Kupka and his private guard. Guardians of the Flame. A clandestine group of Ducal loyalists who led the rebellion against the imperial occupation of Rosaria and Empress Annabella. Many of their number are drawn to those who survived the imperial attack of Phoenix Gate from year 860, who know full well the Empire's involvement in the duchy's fall. They made their home in the abandoned Lazarus district outside of Port Isolde, where they conduct the raids to free bearers from the imperial yoke. 7 high houses. The highest noble houses of all of Rosaria, in which House Rosfield is first and foremost. They have their roots in the ruling dynasties of the small independent nations that were united under the founding of the duchy. These houses had a prominent voice in ducal politics, where it was silenced when the region fell into the Empire and Empress Annabella took Rosaria's reigns. Ember, a sleepy settlement nestled amongst the lofty peaks of southern Rosaria, located far in the capital. Its people survive by trading what produce they can coax from the stony soil, and what little else they can gather from the surrounding hills. Audil Docks, the once thriving village of shipwrights, located located at the mouth of the Talons, Rosaria's largest bay. Its people were slaughtered at the hands of the Vice-Regency's Black Shields after it was discovered that the Guardians of the Flame were sheltering bearers there. The bridge built in the golden days of the duchy that spans part of the bay, known as the Talons, and connects eastern Rosaria with the capital of Rosalith. It was originally meant to be part of the Trans-Rosarian aqueduct that would carry water to northern areas affected by the Blight, and with it, employment for young craftsmen and tradespeople. This plan was abandoned when Archduke Elwyn died. Lazarus District, an exclusive walled residential area situated just outside the eastern edge of Port Isolde. It was once the jewel of the city's crown and home to many of the nobles of the duchy. However, after the Empire moved its capital to the Crystalline Dominion, Port Isolde was all but abandoned, and its once grand district was soon overrun by thieves and cutthroats. Port Isolde, the port city situated in the southwestern coast of the imperial province of Rosaria. Only Rosalith rivals it for size in the glory days of Archduke Elwyn's reign. Its streets bustled with traders from across Valencia. Sadly, those days are long since gone. Sembriquois occupation has seen everything from marketplaces to military institutions subverted to the will of the Empire. Hawkscry Cliff, the location of the southern part of the imperial province of Rosaria, known for its distinctive rock formations. There are myriad theories as to how the unique stratification was achieved, from natural shiftings of the earth to clashes by God's icons, to lost fallen magics. The people who live in their shadows, however, such as the residents of the tiny village of Amber, will merely tell you that a rock is a rock. If you hit it, you can make rock music. The Black Shields An order of knights instituted by Empress Annabella in one of her first acts as vicereine of the imperial province of Rosaria. While they most often march in small groups, their main host has been known to rally together to conduct large-scale raids. They are tasked with purging the impurities from the province, to which end they conduct cullings of both bearers and those judged to be ducal loyalists. The Viceregency. The imperial province, incorporating the lands that were once Rosaria, ruled over by Annabella, former Duchess of Rosaria. One of her first acts as vicereine was to institute a new order of knights, the Black Shields, that were dispatched to every corner of the province to maintain order. They would later come to serve as her personal army, setting her grievances against bearers and ducal loyalists, settling those grievances. Randalar, the capital of the Demacian Republic, is a thriving hub of commerce where merchants and traders gather from across Valencia. Its streets bustle with life, even late into the night, when the twinkle of countless lanterns illuminates the landscape. The nation's affairs are managed from the Ministry of Law in the heart of the city, wherein sits the Parliament of Ministers. Drake's Fang, one of Valestia's 5 remaining mother crystals, located in the Demacian Republic. Unlike its sisters who were jet from the earth, a tower above the landscape, Drake's Fang is completely enclosed within the vast hollow of the ageless mountain, its centering fingers reaching inward toward the barrow's heart. Excavation of the crystals has, over centuries, showered the Dominics with substantial fortune, and as such is seen as a symbol of the nation's prosperity. Nothing rock. Private army under the command of Hugo Kupka, originally employed the Demacian Parliament to guard Drake's Fang. The bulk of the force was co-opted by Kupka when he seized control of the Mother Crystal, and has served him and only him ever since. Most men of the Rock idolize their commander for his political and financial achievements. After all, few can claim to have been made permanent economic advisor to the Demacian Parliament, and build a wealth worthy of several generations of a single lifetime. Drake's Spine. The Mother Crystal is situated in Stonehere, capital of the Kingdom of Alud. Its sheer wall is strikingly similar to the towering cliffs that line the coast of Ash. The interior can only be gained by means of a solitary stone span, which stretches from the heart of the city proper. Being the last remaining Mother Crystal on Ash, the crystals harvested from its surface are a vital lifeline for the Waluder people. But even when then, their number is far from enough to sate the kingdom's appetite, thus forcing your king to seek sources elsewhere. Iron Kingdom, an island nation situated off the west coast of Storm, with its capital at Craig's Lloydskate. In the year 878, its mother crystal, Drake's Breath, was destroyed in an attack launched by Cid the Outlaw. The loss of the crystal and that of the patriarch, chief of the priests that served it, plunged the kingdom into chaos, leaving its monarch wanting for a leader beyond its politically impotent royalty. Drake's Breath, the mother crystal that once commanded the waters between Rosaria and Iron Kingdom. After centuries of bitter conflict, the Iron Blood took control of the crystal and its island which it stood. That is until the year 878, when the sacred spire was brought crashing down by none other than Cid the Outlaw. Fall of Drake's Breath. The mother crystal Drake's Breath, held by the Iron Kingdom since the fall of the Duchy of Rosaria, was destroyed in the year 878. When its heart was shattered, the ensuing destruction took with it not just Mount Durestimus, but the entire island of Ben Muladith. Imrian, Patriarch of the Faith, known as the Crystalline Orthodoxy, was also killed in the attack. Mount Renestius, the sultry volcanic isle, rising from the brutal and unforgiving sea, known for the Iron Blood tongue as Bryn Ladalef. It is the once province of Rosaria, but eventually fell to the Crusaders, who consider it both a gateway to the continent of Storm and, more importantly, the wellspring of their faith, the mother crystal known as Drake's Breath. Drake's Tail, the mother crystal located in the Crystalline Dominion. It was one of only 5 remaining in Valestia, and is the largest of its kind. Silhouetted by the setting sun, the islands of the Dominion spread out before it. The tail is truly a wonder to behold. Crystalline Impasse, a conflict fought between the Holy Empire of Sambrica and the Republic of Demacia in the year 878, largely concerning control of the Crystalline Dominion. The Dominion had previously been the subject of a non-aggression pact between the Valestian nations, but in 873 the Empire claimed Twinside as its new capital, an act which eventually spurred the Dominics into military action. The Crystal Road, a protective trade route designated to allow easy access to the Crystalline Dominion for travelers and merchants. An agreement between the nations safeguards the land around it, known as the Crystal Belt, from military encroachment, and as such it features neither fortress nor checkpoints. However, in recent years, has been overrun by refugees fleeing the Blight, an issue that is yet to be satisfactorily resolved. The Boiling Sea, the sea that lies between Rosaria's western coast and the distant isles of the Iron Kingdom. For centuries have the navies of the Duchy and the Crusade traded blows in this unnaturally tepid waters, which lap at the foot of Mount Tristanius, home of the Mother Crystal of Drake's Breath. Free cities of Canberra, federation of neighboring independent city-states located in the southeast of the Damekian Republic. While originally part of Damechia, the cities achieved their independence in the year 857, hoping to step away from the Republic's internal struggles and focus instead on the commerce upon which their posterity had been built. Political power currently resides with a council of guildmasters, prominent Canevrian traders, and craftspeople. The lack of a dominant or Mother Crystal to covet, along with the considerable financial resources, allow Canberra to retain both of its independence and neutrality in the face of considerable turmoil elsewhere. As such, it lacks a standing army. The defense of the walls have been relegated to a small yet well-trained city guard. Old Canberra, the capital of the Free Cities of Canberra, located in the tail end of Titan's Wake in the southeast storm. It is a hive of mercantile activity, where one can hardly move for the trade transacted on nigh every cobbled corner. Mysteries of the Realm. The Cullings, after being made vicereine of the newly annexed Rosarian territory, the Empress Annabella quietly established a host of loyal Imperial soldiers, the Black Shields, to maintain order. Though branded as keepers of the peace, their true purpose is to carry out what has become known as the Cullings, or brutal massacres of provincial bearers who show them sympathy. The killing is swift and indiscriminate, with the Shields dispatched serving as judge, jury, and executioner. And the chaos left in their wake is usually enough to draw entire settlements to ruin, or deliver entire settlements to ruin. Notorious marks. While afield of their expeditionary excursions, the Cursebreakers will oft learn of creatures, or somewhat unsurprisingly humans, that, for reasons of varying the loss of natural habitat or lack of food or of exposure to aether, have begun to exhibit uncharacteristically violent behavior. The threat they pose the realm and their peaceable inhabitants. These terrors are deemed notorious marks, and have a bounty placed upon their heads. The Saint and the Sectary. A beloved Alestian fable wherein the good knight Sir Cronwell of Camelot, servant to the Saint Sybil, the Unshod, does battle with the evil warlock Madu. The story is a favorite of young Clive Rosfield, who would often act out scenes with his uncle, the young knight naturally taking the role of Sir Cronwell, and the rambunctious Uncle Byron, making convincing Madu. Bestiary. Liquid flame, the ever-shifting mass of living flame that rose at the fiery pools of Drake's breath, what appeared to be in response to unwarranted trespass from the Mother Crystal's inner sanctum. Possessed with both the swiftness and temper of an untamed wildfire, the creature rained fury down upon the intruders, wielding the molten lifeblood of sacred Mount Frostandus, like it were but fistfuls of mud. Raptors, though still quite widely believed to be common folk of Sambrique, to be descendants of dragons, on account of their leathery wings, meagerness of plumage, and distinct ability to spit fire, learned scholars have long since concluded that the deceptively reptilian creatures are none other than birds of prey, which, over countless centuries of hunting creatures on the ground, have simply lost their capacity for flight. Krulls. Sleek-bodied creatures with coats of silk and fur, Krulls are anything but soft, and will attack their prey viciously with tooth, claw, and even whisker, the latter of which can be used to generate powerful bolts of heart-stopping levin. Though native to the arid climes of Dhalmekia, Krulls have been known to wander far in search of new territory, and rumors place them as far north as the dragon's area of Sambrique. Griffins, fantastical abominations of nature, upon which the crown and wings of an eagle have been fused with the legs and loins of a ferocious land cat. They hunt their prey on high, circling a victim unseen before descending at terrible speeds, claws first, to tear its throat. Should the prey prove more formidable, griffins have also been known to call upon the very winds to both slice and suffocate their quarry. Fortunately, these predators rarely descend from the mountain layers, and sightings are few and far between. Flan. Ew. But massive amorphous beings capable of bending and distorting their gelatinous forms in almost any shape imaginable, making them only notoriously difficult to find, but also entirely impossible to kill, as most pets merely meld back into the assisting flesh with a matter of moments. These creatures can be found in all corners of Alessia, Although their heightened sensitivity to subtleties of their environs means that their outward hue can vary widely from region to region, hence the variety of names, Vivorius, Gelato, and Fool, by which they are known. Ahriman, with their single and blinking eye, these winged horrors, ever scan the horizon, seeking their next victims, using their singular ability to bend the very air around themselves and leap across great distances to take prey unawares. The few who manage to survive this preliminary assault, however, are soon faced with the second horror, the crippling curse whispered from the lips of the abyssal maw, leaving them with but moments to lament their fates.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Tome says he's looking for books about Torgal. I know. Let's write one.
What do you need? So, what'll it be? No scratches, all right?
I got grindstone.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. You can thank me later. Anything else?
Titan channeled. Let's take a look at Titan, shall we? On the fist of the ground, dealing damage to enemies within range. Hold button to increase range. Not bad. We're about to break for an extended lunch, so maybe about 10 minutes.
Do with a good oil in this, kid.
Should be enough. How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause.
It's true.
I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Before I do that, let's go to the reading table. Homecoming. I apologize for what happened to Rosalind. I fear what might have been, for not for you, Gav, and Torlo, fought so fiercely. Once again, you were there when I needed you the most, and for that I shall be forever grateful. Seeing the city I'd once come to know as my home reduced to flame and rubble has left me with much sadness in my heart. But the time for looking back is beyond this. We must focus on the here and now. Our memories will be wanting for us when this is all through. Memories will be waiting for us. That's what I meant to say. Carlos has rest. What's up, Martha?
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the Rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look from there then.
How do? Much obliged. A fair trade. Is that everything?
I wanted one of those. Thanks very much.
Stay sharp. We don't know.
I'll go to Eastpool and get there from there.
Damn bandits. You'll regret coming here.
Well, hopefully that was just bandits. Gotta make an assumption there. Chocobo hold. No, I mean hold this for the chocobo. Whatever.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Fly, Ambrosia, fly. High up in the sky. Hope I'm not gonna die. Alright, let's go this way. Ambrosia, you really are the slowest chocobo I've ever come across. What's up, brah?
And the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh.
Sorry, sir, but I've taken it.
Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you?
Indeed I am.
Any chance you could...
Sure.
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
This shouldn't take long.
New enemies approach. Got it. Chicken Talon, Sharp Fang, Magic Ash, and of course, the Gill Bug.
That should do it.
Hi, kitty.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
Excellent.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
It's all my fault.
Don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
Kitty has arrived.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of it.
Alright, we'll talk to Mid when we get back after lunch. So again, it'll take about an hour lunch. I should be back right around noon. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day.